Yo, what is up guys? It's Highcross, and I'm very excited to be recording this video. This is the official review of the Artisan Type 99. And for reference, I decided to go with the Artisan Type 99 Double XL, and I decided to get it in the soft texture with the matcha color. So that is my specific unit that I purchased. I actually purchased it the day of the release. The release was May 31st. I bought it the day of the release and it shipped out about a week later. So very quick shipping. I am impressed with how fast it decided to come. But yeah, so far, I'm absolutely loving this mousepad, and I'm very excited to get into my first impressions. Do I recommend this mousepad for Fortnite? I'll give some comparisons, talk about the surface, and just kind of talk about everything with this pad so you guys get a good impression on what this mousepad's like. So yeah, before we get into the review, make sure you guys are subscribed to my channel as we are so close to hitting 7,000 subscribers. With that said, let's get right into the review. So to start off this video, I'm just going to run through some quick specifications on this mousepad. Price-wise, it is slightly more than the Artisan Zero. I believe I paid $75 for this mousepad after tax and shipping. The material is made of fast-drying fabric. The material feels absolutely high quality. It feels incredible. The sizes, it comes in a large size, which is 42 by 33 centimeters, an XL size, which is 49 by 42 centimeters, and double XL, which is the version that I got, which is 50 by 49 centimeters. And just to quickly put into perspective, here is my Artisan Heian in the XL size. Just a quick reference point for you guys there. You guys can see it is a little bit taller at the top and a little bit wider on the sides here. But overall, I think it's a great improvement going from that XL to the double XL size. Definitely, since it's a control pad, I thought I would definitely need some more room to work with. So I did decide to go with the double XL size. For the base, it is made of Japanese Poron. The Poron feels absolutely incredible. It always does. The second it sticks to your desk, it feels like glue. It's not going anywhere no matter how much you move it. It's just stuck there, and it's very, very high quality. Genuinely really love their bases, especially compared to a lot of other bases from other mouse pads. For their color options, we have matcha, which is the version that I went with. They also have gray and they have black. I decided to go with matcha just as for like a pop of color in my setup. Honestly, it doesn't really go with anything in my setup, but I did want a pop of color compared to some of my other, black and white mouse pads. I just kind of wanted to switch it up, get a pop of color, and I think it's pretty cool. To say the least. Onto the thickness, the X-Soft and Soft are actually both the same thickness, coming in at 4 millimeters, and the mid texture comes in at 3 millimeters. So if you guys don't want as thick of a pad, I would go with the mid, but the X-Soft and Soft are both 4 millimeters and are both the exact same thickness. So now for the first impressions. So straight out the box, obviously it comes shipped in a square box, the same size as the mouse pad. So straight out the box, there's not going to be any creases, any curling on the sides. Absolute perfection. You could set it on your desk and you're ready to go. First initial impressions, like when I first grabbed and felt the mousepad, it feels incredibly smooth. Like, it is absolutely insane. During actual use, however, I did notice that the smoothness changes when you press down on it. For example, light pressure keeps it smooth, but more pressure, like if you're pressing down pretty hard on the mousepad, it's going to make it feel slightly rough and harder to glide across. So I definitely recommend just kind of keeping a relaxed glide on the mousepad. If you push down on it and apply pressure, it is going to kind of feel like you're dragging it through mud a little bit, and there's going to be a decent amount of resistance there. Now, this isn't going to be a big deal for most users, but it is something to keep in mind, and I did want to mention that in case you guys do put a lot of pressure on your mousepad. This might not be the mousepad for you. So for the surface, the smoothness, it's not the smoothest Artisan pad, but it is still on the smoother side. It feels absolutely incredible. What I really love about this mousepad is that it doesn't trap hairs, which is great for pet owners like me. I own a cat that sheds a lot. She's always in my gaming room, and my Artisan Heian actually just got coated with cat fur just because it doesn't have the smooth texture. But yeah, if you guys have pets that shed a lot, this is not going to trap hairs. You could just brush it off if you see hairs, rather than other pads like the Artisan Heian. Some hairs are going to get trapped in the texture of the pad, and it might be a little bit difficult to get those hairs out. Onto the XY difference. So what I've actually noticed with the XY difference, it's slightly smoother on the Y-axis versus the X-axis. And I'm not sure why. It's not noticeable during regular use at all, but just practicing going from your Y-axis to your X-axis, it does feel slightly smoother going up and down versus side to side. I don't know why that is, but again, during regular use, you're not going to feel it at all. Now onto the speed of the mousepad. So the Type 99 is incredibly slow compared to other Artisan pads, and it honestly caught me off off guard going from an Artisan Heian to the Type 99. The Type 99 is probably the slowest mousepad I've ever owned, and at first I did have to say it did feel like dragging it through mud. I was very caught off guard by how slow it actually is, especially compared to the Artisan Heian or the Artisan Zero or even the Zowie GSR-SE. It definitely is slower than all those pads. And honestly, this might sound bad, but it actually offers great control. And this has actually been helping me out in game. I feel like it's absolutely incredible. It has great stopping power, and it's actually helping me out with my crosshair placement as I'm in fights. I feel like my builds are more consistent, and especially when playing around in creative like 1v1s, I'm not messing up edits as much. I feel like just having that control with the mouse pad, it's definitely helping me to hit those edits and not mess up as much. The static friction, also known as initial resistance, is low, making it easier to start moving your mouse. Dynamic friction, also known as resistance while moving, is high, which helps with precision. And adjusting to the Type 99 might take a few days. Like for me, it took about 2 to 3 days to actually start getting good on it, especially if you're used to faster mouse pads. But yeah, it's great for games that require precise movements and control like Fortnite. So I did want to mention some quick comparisons to some mouse pads that you guys might own or have previously used. So comparing it to the Artisan Zero, the Type 99 is going to be smoother, slower, and less prone to collecting hair. Now comparing it to the Zowie GSR-SE, the Zowie GSR-SE is going to be rougher and faster than the Type 99. For the SteelSeries QCK, the Type 99 is going to be slower and smoother, especially compared to a brand new QCK. And as for the Vaxi PB 2023 version, the Vaxi is going to be faster and smoother than the Type 99. Now for durability. Now I did just receive this pad, so I'm not sure how it's going to hold up over time, but at the end of the day, this is an Artisan pad. Artisan pads last legit years. I think it's the most consistent mouse pad with longevity. These mouse pads legit last forever, so if you guys are going to make an investment on a mouse pad, I strongly recommend going with an Artisan mouse pad. Now for the base stitching and also texture, let's quickly talk about the texture real quick. So it does offer X-Soft, Soft, and Mid. And so in the Fortnite community, just as an example with the Artisan Heian, most Fortnite pros are actually starting to go over to the X-Soft, which is actually going to give you a little bit more control. And obviously the Artisan Heian is kind of on the faster side. So with that X-Soft, it's going to give you kind of like a cool balance, and it's going to give you some good stopping power. In my opinion, with the Type 99, I would recommend going soft. Going X-Soft is going to be even slower than this soft version, which I do not recommend, especially for Fortnite. I think that's going to be way too slow. Obviously, you're going to choose these based on your preference for firmness, but in my opinion, soft is the safest choice for most users. I don't know much about mid. I've actually never tried a mid texture, but I do recommend going with the soft texture. As for the stitching, the stitches are below the surface for X-Soft and soft, and slightly raised for the mid, which is actually pretty interesting there, but honestly, no stitching issues whatsoever. Very consistent all the way through. It looks absolutely phenomenal, and having stitched edges is perfect for gaming, especially so your arm doesn't accidentally roll up on your mouse pad. That was an issue that I had with the Logitech G640. And so to conclude this quick little review on the Type 99, in my opinion, it's an excellent choice if you're looking for a slow mouse pad with great control. It feels comfortable, it's durable, and offers a unique feel compared to other Artisan pads like the Heian and Zero. If you guys want something different than your usual fast mouse pad, the Type 99 is definitely worth trying out. You can feel free to ask me any questions in the comments, and also feel free to ask me questions on my Discord. I'll have that link down in the description below. I will continue to use this mouse pad as my main mouse pad, as I'm absolutely loving it so far. It's definitely helping with my aim and builds, and I really like the unique feel compared to other mouse pads. So yeah, make sure to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out.